Welcome back to Hermit in the Woods Tarot. I am Matt. If you resonate with these messages, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, where you're watching from. It really helps this little cabin in the woods reach more souls who might need guidance. If you have a question you want answers from the Hermit or guidance, drop it below and I'll apply it in the next reading. Remember, this is only guidance. Your final judgment is always your own, and this reading is general. It's not for everyone. But here in this channel, we focus on truth-seeking, no fluff, no fantasy escape. Tarot here is a mirror. Sometimes what it reflects is comforting, sometimes it's uncomfortable, but it's always about growth. And today we're using the House of Dragons Tarot deck. And I do the Iron Throat spread. It's 5 cards. And then I do a spirit message card pull and then 2 clarifying cards at the end. This reading is for Aries. So let's see what the cards reveal about your career, finances, family, love, and personal growth. Keep your mind open and let's dive in. First card we have is the Knight of Crowns, and that is reversed. Well, how's the weather in your neck of the woods? It's rainy and cold here. We got the 2 of Blades. Next card is Ace of Blades, and that is reversed. Next we got the Knight of Dragons, and that also is reversed. And we have the 5 of Dragons. The 5 of Dragons have been coming out in a lot of readings. So, let's get a spirit message right away. And my favorite card, the Hermit. Alright. So, Aries, let's dive in. So, with the Knight of Crowns, this is reversed. It speaks to stalled momentum or misdirected energy in career and money. Perhaps you've been moving quickly without a clear plan. Maybe putting effort into the wrong answers, the wrong avenues. It can feel like opportunities are slipping through your fingers. Planetary alignment here is Mercury retrograde, I believe, which warns us about miscommunications, missed emails, delays in contracts. In real life terms, maybe a job offer got delayed, payment didn't come through as expected. And the Hermit asks, are you chasing external validation over your own purpose? Reflection now will save frustration later. So stay grounded, review contracts, double check your finances, and don't rush decisions. Proverbs 21:5, the plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. The 2 of Blades, this is about crossroads, and this is reversed. Oh no, it's not reversed. This is about crossroads. Decision might be weighing on you. For career, maybe you're considering leaving a job. Maybe you're starting a side hustle or even relocating. Love or family, it could signal difficult conversations. Choosing between what feels safe and what feels right. Gray is the color of compromise and neutrality. And it asks you to pause, weigh your options carefully. Mars, the ruler of Aries, encourages boldness, but here the Two of Blades is reminding you that boldness without clarity can backfire. A common life scenario might be that you're feeling torn between working extra hours to stabilize finances versus spending time with your loved ones and family members. But think through what really aligns with your values. Card 3 is the Ace of Blades, and this is the one that's reversed. The Ace of Blades is a breakthrough card. This represents clarity, insight, new beginnings. After the Two of Blades, this is a spark of opportunity that cuts through confusion. In career, I would say it could be a new project, maybe a fresh role, or a skill you may have been meaning to develop. Financially, it can signify smart decisions, a chance to improve your money habits. Spiritually, this is truth revealing itself. White and silver energy emphasizes purity of thought and discernment. Even small insights can shift the trajectory of your month. Sometimes clarity comes from solitude, taking a walk, journaling, or simply stepping back from the noise. James 1:5. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. Next we have the Knight of Dragons reversed. And Knight of Dragons is fiery, ambitious, ready to take charge. In your career, this is about pursuing what truly you want with courage. For money, it's a sign to act decisively. Be careful with investments, savings. You can negotiate for a raise. The red and gold represent vitality and confidence. But as a knight, he moves quickly. Be mindful not to burn bridges in your pursuit. In love, this could be someone assertive entering your life, or you taking the lead in resolving a tension. Family-wise, it may mean you're stepping up as a protector or advisor. Possibly you've been hesitant to ask for a promotion or express your ideas in the workplace. The Knight of Dragons says that the timing is right, but strategy is key. And then we got the Five of Dragons, and this is all about reflecting competition, obstacles, struggles. It can appear in career conflicts, disagreements with colleagues, possibly financial tensions. The light orange and tint of black in the background bring grounding. It's saying to stay rooted in your values while navigating challenges. Avoid rash reactions. It's possible that a project you led met unexpected resistance, or financial budgeting isn't going as planned. And the lesson here is resilience and collaboration win the day, not force or frustration. Next we go to your spirit message, and this is the Hermit, and this is my favorite card. It's what tend to be in my reading as a Scorpio for quite a long time. That's why I started Hermit in the Woods Tarot. I'm quite intuitive, but the Hermit reversed, it asks if you've been isolating too much or avoiding necessary reflection. You may feel disconnected from your purpose. Maybe you're resisting the inner guidance that comes from solitude. In career, this could mean missing signs or opportunities, because you're too inwardly focused. In love or family, perhaps communication is stalled due to fear or stubbornness. And you got to remember that the Hermit energy teaches patience and self-examination. And sometimes we need to face uncomfortable truths to grow. Alright, so let's get some clarifying cards for Aries. And first card I pulled is Two of Tankards, which is Two of Cups. Get one more. Here's Death in reverse. So the Two of Tankards, or you might know it as the Two of Cups, it's clarifying that relationships, partnerships, maybe emotional alignment, and it suggests a reconciliation, maybe cooperation. It's possible, but only if you're honest with yourself, and the strategy is, or the con of it is that you're vulnerable in this scenario. And Death reverse, it signals resistance to change. You may be holding on to old habits, relationships, or financial patterns that no longer serve you. And the key takeaway is that growth will require release. You can't move forward carrying the weight of the past. You need to let go. And the practical advice is clean out old routines, review your budget, revisit stalled conversations, and I would say don't cling out of fear. And imagine a wanderer in a deep forest. He's searching for a hidden stream. And at first, the path is overgrown and unclear, and he stumbles and tries to push his way through brush. And it's constricting, and as he's pushing through this brush, he's questioning his choices. Should I left the path? Wondering if the search for this stream was worth it. Eventually, the wanderer learns to follow the subtle signs. He might hear birds, the moss, the sun's angle. He might hear a trickle of water, but he finally discovers the stream that he was seeking. And the Hermit's lesson is that guidance comes from attention, patience, and reflection. And the forest represents the chaos of life. Your insight and clarity come not from rushing, but learning to read the signs along the way. So, interpretation flow. For career, it's a time of decision, reflection, and new opportunities. Avoid rash moves, but act decisively when clarity comes. For money, check communications. Avoid impulsive spending. Embrace practical strategies for growth. With your family, reconcile misunderstandings. Open, honest dialogues. The Hermit reverse warns against isolation. Isolation is good if you want to clear your head, but eventually you got to come out of that isolation and talk things through. With love, growth requires courage and honesty. Don't cling to outdated patterns. Opportunities for new connections or deeper commitment may appear. Yeah. Again, thank you for spending time here at Hermit in the Woods Tarot. If this reading resonated, hit the like, subscribe, and comment below. Let me know which part spoke to you and where you're watching from. I do read every comment. Your support keeps this little cabin alive. Again, tarot is a mirror. It's not a prescription. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Always act in your best interest. And until next time, keep seeking the truth, stay grounded, and let the Hermit guide you through the woods of life. Thank you for watching.